Well done. Huge congratulations. Captain Collins, Roger, it's good to see you. Now,
hello, Robin.
How many times have you done the run?
Well, following 60 times.
Fantastic.
In 1960.
Wonderful, well done. And who's driving, you or your son?
My son. And if you're not on the first page of the Brighton run, you're an also-ran.
There we are. Here speaks the expert. But it's almost time to go, and you know the way by now. I can't see a map anywhere.
Yeah, we're fine.
Just follow the guy in front. Well, the best of luck, gentlemen, and well done.
So we're counting down the seconds now. This is our first group. Here they are. Car number 2, the Lutzman, is off the line, followed closely behind by the rest of the troop. We've got the 1899 Benz. The Collins Benz is coming around the corner at great speed for a 19th century vehicle. Here we go. At first light at dawn on the 125th anniversary of the Emancipation Run to Brighton. And the next section of cars are just assembling now. So cars will be leaving in groups of about 10 or so every 2 minutes. So check your watches for every even minute. There'll be a group of cars chuffing and puffing their way down to Brighton from Hyde Park Corner here this morning. And we've got a wonderful morning. The weather is far nicer than it normally is at this time of year. It's dry for one thing, it's quite warm, and we're all looking forward to the journey.
Good morning, car number 13. It's not 12 plus 1, it's 13. That's very courageous of you. Now, am I right thinking this is driven by steam? That's the lady driver. We love lady drivers here. So tell me about your car.
It's an 1899 Oldsmobile. We bought it in 2018 and it's around 2019, but I'm testing it again.
Fantastic. And you're the driver today?
Well, we'll take it in turn.
That's very diplomatic. And it's driven by steam, is it?
It is, yeah.
You realise that there's absolutely no steam visible, is that alright?
Yeah, it's turned off at the moment.
Turned off, I see. When do you turn it on? About Brixton?
In a minute, so it doesn't backfire.
Well done. Well, a huge congratulations and the very best of luck.
Our second sector of cars just leaving, the 708 section. We've got a couple of steam cars here. You can probably see their clouds of vapour behind them. That's just steam, don't worry, it's not smoke. And the next cars roll up towards Hyde Park Corner for their trip down to Brighton.
Well now, here we have car number 23 and the famous Captain Sam Large. Good morning.
Right, good morning. What a wonderful morning.
Isn't it wonderful?
Earliest start we've ever had, of course, so we're right near the front.
That's right. Normally, Sam and I would, if we're up this morning, we go ballooning. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you, Robin. Fantastic.
She's going well, is she, this machine?
Fingers crossed, going marvellously. Not that means necessarily everything will be perfect, but it usually is these days, so keep the fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
It's always fun, whether we get down or not, whether we break down or not. It's the most wonderful event in the world.
Great. So you go for a swim when you get there?
I don't think so.
So, very wise, very wise. Well, the best of luck.
I'm going to throw him in.
Well, they've got an argument already. Whoops, my fault. Well done, guys.
are cars of the 20th century. We've just broken into the 20th century here, crossing the line, showing progress from the very, very earliest automobiles. You'll see as the cars go through between now and about 8 o'clock, you'll see the progress that was made, the technological progress that was made from the very earliest horseless carriages to what looks a little bit more like a modern car today. We're seeing a few more steering wheels now, we're seeing a few more radiators, a bit less steam, more petrol-driven automobiles, which obviously petrol won the race, the arms race of how to power a car, and they proved it most years since.
Good morning! I thought I'd come and say hello and see how you're feeling.
Very well, thank you. Very well.
How many are on board today?
Oh, 4.
Wonderful. Who's navigating?
Debbie.
Debbie. Why are you looking so nervous?
Can't read a map.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I was beginning to think we were into sort of fairly modern cars, and yet this has, with the greatest respect, an air of sort of older. What year is it?
Well, it's 1900, but we think it's a little bit older.
It looks very stylish, and of course, who cares if it rains? You've got a roof. Yes. Made of solid mahogany, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this car was first in the run in 1928 with Richard Shuttleworth.
That's wonderful. With Shuttleworth, you say?
Richard Shuttleworth, yeah, in 1928.
Famous racing.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, I'm doing some research. Well done. Well, it's time to go. Very, very well done. Good morning. If I knew the words to Royal Britannia, I'd jolly well sing it. Tell me about your motor car.
It's a 1901 Albion. It's a flat twin, 8 horsepower, and it's been in Africa all its life. And it was imported by the great grandson of the founder, James Blackwood Murray, who made the car, and I bought it in 2017.
You say it's been in Africa all its life. Which country?
In Africa, something, what is it called now? South.
In the South Africa? Wow, how extraordinary. This is the wonderful thing about these cars. They've all got such wonderful history and usually belong to the same family for generations.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky to buy it off the grandson. He didn't know how to start it when his dad died, so I said, I'll have it.
What sort of speed are you hoping to get?
It does 26 on the flat.
26. You be careful now.
This is the one that towed a car from the other side of Gatwick to Brighton in 19.
Wow, it's got some history then.
Not the horses.
Yeah, good. Well, you need them, and you're right up there. You can almost get some vertigo right up there. Well, the best of luck. Oh, look at you in the back. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wait, you're gazing at the people following, are you?
I'm just making sure they're not going to overtake us.
Right. Have you got some marbles to throw at modern cars if they get too near?
Yeah, absolutely. Keep them out of the way.
Quite right. Well, you take good care and enjoy the swim when you get to Brighton. Good morning. If you'll pardon me, I'm going to go into the back seat and talk to your lovely, beautiful navigator. Morning, Amy.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Very, very, very good. Good morning. Morning. Who's navigating today?
I'm going to say Rob in the front is going to be navigating, and we've got Greg driving from Auto Historics, and so we've got to do a good job because we've also got a guy from Haggerty. So if all goes wrong, then we're in a bit of trouble.
That magic word, Haggerty. Wonderful. Hurrah!
We're aiming for an average of 12 miles an hour. I think we're going for, or is that top speed? Slightly more than 12 miles an hour.
Slightly more than 12 miles an hour. So by the time you get to Brighton, you'll have a first Matches hairstyle.
I've definitely brought the hair with me. So we'll give this a go. I mean, we've got 8 horsepower, so it's not the worst, but yeah, it will be alright.
That's enough for anybody. Oh, you can drive a modern car flat out to Brighton any old day of the week. And tell me quickly about the car.
So it's a car I borrowed, luckily. Bernard Holmes lent me the car for the weekend. First participation in the runs myself. And
Virgin!
absolutely, most on board as well.
Amy's blushing.
1900 Panhard, 4-cylinder. Yeah, looking forward to a good run.
Four cylinder and only 12 miles an hour. Where's the throttle? Yeah, you want to bend it up a bit. well done. Huge congratulations and enjoy the swim when you get there. Good morning. Look at all these smiling faces. What's the mood today on your car?
All good so far.
Wonderful. Look at you smiling. Are you the navigator?
I'm not allowed that responsibility.
But like as you're facing backwards. How many times have you done the run before?
This is the second.
Second, not quite a virgin then.
No.
I love your bobble hat. And how are you over there? Tell us about the car.
Oh, the car was bought by my grandfather in 1901. It's been in the family since years. It's fantastic, pretty good.
That's the lovely thing about these cars. They stay in the family all the way through. They become members of the family.
Absolutely. Oh, I shouldn't use that word.
That's wonderful. At the end of each event, I always start looking through the pages and the adverts to get a veteran. I'm going to get one day. I've got to. So what are you looking forward to most and worst?
Hot bowl of chili at Brighton.
That's the stuff, yeah. Are you going for a swim?
Always, of course, every year.
Good. Royal Britannia, very British. Fantastic. Well, I better not get run over. Huge congratulations and the best of luck.
We've got a huge array of cars here. Most of these that are setting off just now are around about 1901 era, 1900, 1901. Some of our early departures on this beautiful November morning. This is unseasonably dry and warm, just as the first light comes up. Most of these drivers will be very relieved because very few of these cars have any sort of roof or weather protection. There are very few windscreens even, so it takes quite a brave soul to get down to Brighton. But today, this year, this 125th anniversary is going to be particularly comfortable.
Good morning. I believe in the notes that I read your motor car is known as Little Daisy.
It is indeed. And she's new to us. We've only owned her for 2 months.
2 months, right.
Yeah, whether we're going to get there or not, well, we're hoping the best.
Nonsense, of course you are.
She's done 25 with the other owner, so
She knows the way there by now.
it'll only be my fault if we don't get there.
Sounds wonderful. Well, she knows the way, but if not, are you the navigator?
I hope not.
You look wonderfully warm and cosy in that. That's my compliments to your tailor, madam.
Thank you very much.
Good. Well, huge congratulations. You've only had it 2 months. That's very brave. I bow to your courage. Or stupid. No. You're probably stressed. What can go wrong? morning. I've come to praise you. Am I right in thinking this is driven by electricity?
Yes, it is.
You're the future. This is one of the oldest electric cars.
Yes, it is.
What can you tell me about it?
It's so relaxing. And it's very... I'm looking forward to the ride because I'm sure I'm going to get it right.
Oh yeah, I just follow the guy in front. And will it get there on one charge?
Yes, it will.
Said with confidence, very well. And how many times have you done the run before?
My first time.
Virgin! Well, how wonderful. Look at you smile. Are you blushing?
I am.
Well, have a great time. I'm sure you will. That's a lovely smile. And your partner there is recording it for posterity. Are you going to video all the way to Brighton?
No.
Oh no, the battery. Oh no, don't say that on this car. The best of luck. And enjoy your silent motor car journey.
That's car number 66 there, silently heading off to Brighton. This car was owned by Thomas Edison, he who invented the electric light bulb, so he knew a thing or two about electricity. It was also owned by Henry Ford as well, and the owners tell us they'll get down to Brighton on one charge, which I'm sure is better than some of today's electric cars. But electric-driven cars, you might think they're a new thing. They're certainly not. In some of the earliest days of motoring, there was electricity, there was steam. It wasn't a foregone conclusion that a car would be driven by petrol. So we're really seeing some of the progress that was being made in these early days of motoring. You'll see as the hour progresses, as more of the cars go across the line, you'll see the progress that was made in engineering, in design, because these cars are leaving roughly in date order. So some of the earliest cars, the 19th century cars, they've already headed off, bicycles have headed off, and the cars will be getting closer and closer to the 1905 cut-off date as we come towards the end of the hour.
Good morning. I just had to come and say, this is car 109. What can you tell me about it?
1902 model, 4-cylinder, 15 horsepower. A lot of power flows with the zero and a drive with the V body, and it can also have a tonneau body as well, which is next again.
It's dressed to the nines, looking very warm, but it's almost like a greenhouse or a conservatory.
It is when it's a wet day.
It's lovely. What sort of speed do you hope to achieve?
Well, I should be going slow, about 32.
32. That's very impressive. Boy, you hold on tight now. And that was great.
And coming down towards the start line now will be car number 123, driven by a group of 4 young apprentices. There'll be two of them piloting here from Hyde Park, and then they'll get down to Crawley and swap over. So this is the Starter Motor Charity, who do wonderful work bringing younger people, the next generation, into the driving seat of older vehicles. And what better way than to get 2 pairs of apprentices to drive all the way from London to Brighton on a 1903 Oldsmobile curved dash. That's car number 123.
Now I'm approaching car number 112. I remember learning about this. Wasn't 11 was a racehorse? 1111? Oh, never mind. Tell me about your car.
It's a 1902 Panhard Lavassa.
Panhard Lavassa. I've always wondered how to pronounce that. Now you talk. Thank you. Lavassa. And how many litres is the engine?
4.
4 litres, okay. And how fast does it go?
Very, very fast.
I was told the car 112 does half an hour in 30 minutes.
Something very similar, yeah.
I know that. And how many times have you done the run?
At least 17, 18, maybe 20, I think.
Well, you're old enough to have done that. Well done you. You started when you were very young.
I started very young, driving smaller and smaller cars, and then this was my dad's car, and now I'm lucky enough to drive it.
This is a lovely thing. They become members of the family. And are you going to navigate?
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. Oh, yes, there's a route chart.
All I have to do is remember to turn left and not go over Westminster Street.
Yes, jolly good. Well, the very best of luck and enjoy your swim. Well done in the back there.
If you're anywhere near Hyde Park Corner, you'll probably see some top-hatted gentlemen in a very early car in their stripy blazers. These are the chaps from Imperial College, flying the flag for the next generation, getting their car down to Brighton.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a pleasure to see people correctly dressed. Thank you. We take great pride in our uniforms. You know, it's an annual event. We always see you. Well done. So are you confident? Is she behaving herself? Oh, Bo never behaves himself, but he's doing all right. I reckon we'll get there. And this is your first time? It's my first time driving him, but I've been a couple of times with Bo before. Yeah, looks like, oh dear, we've gone and broken it. Good luck. Now then, we got a handle. Proper way of starting it. Pick the handle. Oh, in the side. Turn it. Horizontal cylinders, apparently. And the chain that drives the rear wheels. Good heavens. I dare not offer to push it, because that's probably completely against the rules, but we might have to do something. Anything we can do? No, we'll be fine. He just needs a bit of luck. Look at that confident smile. Let's say hello to you in the back.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I'm about to see you.
It's brilliant. Oh, you got a flask of tea.
Absolutely, yes.
Sandwich it.
I understand I'll need it.
And are you a member of the family? Oh, you've got to go. It's time to go. I better not distract you. Good luck. Hey! Morning, number 125. Hello, how are you? I'm very well. Not as good as you. Look at that smile. Tell me about your car. Well, it's a Rambler, 1983, and we're looking to have number 125 on the 125th anniversary. Oh, so good with numbers. Oh, it's time to go. Best of luck. Car number 104 has also stalled. We ought to be ready to help if we need to.
Got a few more steam cars leaving now. You can see there clouds of vapour behind them. Don't worry, that's not smoke. But yes, car number 104 is having a little trouble getting across the start line this morning. Just getting a push to the side so he can sort himself out, and we'll have everything back and running smoothly.
That's what I like to see. A laughing driver. Any idea what's gone wrong?
Not a clue.
Oh, well, there are plenty of people to offer advice. I'll stand clear. Good morning. Would I be right in thinking this car is known as Plumpet?
It is.
What's the story behind that? Oh, I see. It's on the bonnet.
It's a direct. And if you watch the film Genevieve, the scene where she's in the nightclub and she goes to play the trumpet, it's mispronounced.
Ah, that explains it. Right. I think we all know how to whistle the tune by dear old Larry Adler from that song. It's imprinted on our minds. Oh, well, it's time to go. Have a great journey.
We've got a good crowd starting to gather here, quite early on Sunday morning. You'll be glad that it's not raining, just as glad as everybody else on this run who doesn't have a roof or a windscreen. Most years it'd be a lot cooler, a lot damper. So the weather gods are smiling on us here for our 125th anniversary of the 1896 run.
Good morning, 156. I've been reading about you, and is this known as Mon Chéri?
It's Mon Chéri, yeah.
Sorry, Mon Chéri.
Yeah, it's my 1903 De Leon Bouton two-cylinder, which also has a detachable drove body. So it has a coach top that goes on, which makes it quite unusual. So yeah,
Wonderful.
29th run, so
Fantastic. And it's got an original body.
it has an all original body, all the leather, interior and so on original as well. So yeah.
Fantastic. Oh yeah. To survive so long in original condition is fantastic. Has it been in the family long?
No, I bought it about 28 years ago. Sorry, 27 years ago. Before that we had a little single cylinder 6 horses deal.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. Hello in the back seat. Who's navigating today? You're just waving adoringly at all the girls on the through Brixton, are you?
Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Whoops. I'll zip my lip. Have fun. Marvellous. 104 has burst into life with a great stinker exhaust smoke.
So we're progressing through the years now. We're well into 1903. We're seeing a bit more progress. Cars looking more like cars. We've even got one with a wonderful roof and full weather equipment. So they're well prepared for any eventuality. Car number 104 is back up and running. They're looking in good spirits, raring to go. All smiles and waves.
I spy another steam car. Am I right?
Yes, you are. It's a 1903 white Model C steam car.
Wonderful. Do you have to stop for water or coal or anything?
We probably will, but we should be able to make it all the way to Brighton. This is a condensing steam car, static condensing, so we reused our water.
Okay, well that's good. That's sort of, the Green Party would enjoy that.
Yes, certainly.
You know, the guy in the back seat, he seems to know a thing or two. He's shaking his head. But there's a lot of water in Brighton, they tell me.
We hope so.
It's a bit salty, but that doesn't matter.
And a lot of champagne to celebrate.
Good, exactly. Look at the girls smiling. Well, you have a jolly good trip. Can we hear your horn, please? That'll keep elephants off the road, won't it? Have fun.
behind them car number 172, that's Alan Bearshaw, who's normally more accustomed to driving his Aston Martin GT5.
Hello. What have you got to tell us? We're one of the young drivers this year. There's a few of us. We've got our whole family coming on the run. That's fantastic. Well, I hope there's no arguments. Off you go. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I was alright, but then my eyes went all funny. I was looking at your wheels. Tell me what's unusual about your wheels.
The telescopic spokes with about 385 parts in the wheel. And back in 1903, Renault built 4 wheels to overcome pain, road to the dumper, pneumatic tires.
I never knew that. I see. And is this car called Catherine?
Yeah, it's just called Catherine, and she's been on the run since 1953.
How lovely. How lovely. And how many runs have you done?
Oh, probably about 30 or 40, I don't know. I can't count.
Oh, you know the way then.
We're on our third generation in the car now of drivers.
Fantastic. So all the youngsters, oh yes, lots of iPhones and screens and things and cameras and technology. Well done. Well, the best of luck. Well, the numbers are up around the 200s almost now, and I'm told that I think it's car 206. It's a wonderful age. I'll just... You've got to look out for that car. Santa's beard is often made of snow. Good morning, Santa.
Good morning.
So you're not shy or anything, are you?
No.
You can't be shy in an old car. Well, how wonderful to see you. And any reason why you're dressed as Santa Claus?
Well, I just thought it looks like a sled, so I thought it'd help bring a bit of enjoyment to the kids along the route.
Good. That's the joy of it, isn't it? There are so many thousands of people all waving and cheering. So fantastic. And do you know the words to Jingle Bells?
I do, but not on here.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. And you're right, it does look a bit like a sledge. That's very good. A lovely romantic image. Best of luck to you.
And that's car 194. If you remember the Salverson steam cart from very early on this morning, Mr. Salverson, who built his steam cart, a year or so later, a few years later, he ended up buying himself an Oldsmobile this Oldsmobile to replace it. He's moved on from steam to petrol.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. There's something lovely about this car because it's not over shiny.
It's very scruffy, I'm afraid, but we're in the scruffy end of the car park.
Get the price.
It's about as scruffy as your Model T, actually.
Yes, exactly. Plus. What sort of speed do you expect to achieve?
25 is.
That's enough for everybody on a Sunday morning, isn't it?
An incline, imperceptible to the naked eye, slows you to walking pace.
And do the passengers, are they expected to get out and push?
They shouldn't need to.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe help.
That's the worst one, yes. I love the way you burst out laughing there. I know there's a motor club that's all on standby to help tow people up the very steepest hill.
Yes, it has happened once.
I see, yeah.
We had to stop and the clutch won't engage on a hill.
I see. Well done. Well, you enjoy your run up. Best of luck. Car 208 is driven by a good friend of mine. He's come all the way from America, and his son Adam is driving it. So wish them luck all the way down. And he's another balloonist, which is why I know him.
We're now reaching the later stages of the departure list. So we've got some quite modern machinery coming past now. 1904, that sort of thing. I think you'll all agree that that's quite modern by the standards of the Veteran Car Club. They'll be heading off to Brighton every 2 minutes, celebrating this 125th anniversary of the lifting of the speed limit from 4 miles an hour all the way up to the heady height of 14 miles an hour, and not requiring the red flag to be carried in front of the car, although that had been abolished slightly earlier.
Good morning. Now, I don't know how to say this, but are you sure this is a motor car?
Yeah, it's very basic, but it's good fun.
There's hardly anything to it. It's the most basic car going, I would think, isn't it?
I think it is.
Tell me about it. What year is it?
It's a 1904 Orient Buckboard. It was built in Massachusetts. Basically has a copy of a Eon 4 horsepower, and yeah, because they made it as a basic form of transport. And this car, the guy used it for a year and went back to his horse.
How lovely. A basic form of transport. I think you're absolutely right there. Well, the best of luck. And who's navigating today?
Me, Angelica.
Can't see any maps.
No, we know the route. We have done this like 10 times, so we know where we're going.
Well done, I see. Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the champagne when you get there.
Car number 187 getting a bit of a push. That's a Phoenix tricycle, and they're off. They're on their way, proudly making their way down to Brighton. Hopefully they'll get up the hill.
I love the way Gurney's mum was leaning forward as though it was helping. Good morning, all the way from Whitbread.
Absolutely.
Good to see you. Are you all ready for a long run?
Well, fingers crossed. Dad's been in bits, so we'll stay together.
Yeah. And where's your dad? Is he in front or behind? He's already gone.
Yeah, long time ago.
Lovely. This family has got the earliest running bullnose Morris, which is dear to my heart. And are you navigating? I better keep the noise down. There's a little potato fast asleep in the middle.
Yeah, he's only just knocked off. It's quite unbelievable considering the noise.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, this is the lovely thing about them all being in families for generations and generations.
Absolutely, it's good continuing families, and a lot of them are.
And what sort of speed do you hope to go to today?
Well, I think on the flat with wind maybe 35, 30, something like that.
35, well done. Well, you be careful now. Best of luck, good to see you. Now look at 226, a huge round of applause, a 91-year-old driver, the oldest driver we've ever had, number 226. It's a Dion Bouton from 1904, and 91 years old. Well, I hope I'm still driving when I'm 91 years old. Good morning. And now tell me about the car you're driving, please.
It's a 1904 All-Day single cylinder, and my granddad kindly left it to me, who was past president of the club.
Yeah, wonderful guy, Joe or Johnny. Well, look at this, and it's bright, bright yellow, and so people can see you coming.
Oh yeah, hopefully, and get out of the way.
Has it got a nickname?
No, I haven't named it.
Yeah, maybe it will by Brighton. And how many times have you done the run?
I've done it for the last 5 years with this car.
Okay, so you know the way around it.
Yeah, I know the way around. And I've been doing it since I was 6 months old, I think.
Fantastic.
Been in the back of all the cars.
It's another example of a wonderful motoring family with generations of cars. And if you get a wasp in your eye halfway down, is somebody else will take over?
I'm not sure on that one.
Well, let's hope there are no wasps. But best of luck. Enjoy the champagne when you get there. Car 220, they're both leaning forward. What is about all this leaning forward? Does it make you go faster?
We're well into our 1904 vehicles now. Cars looking a bit more like cars that you might expect to see. Getting bigger, getting more powerful. These guys will be able to get down to Brighton a little bit quicker than some of our earlier machinery. Set off at dawn at 7:06, and the bicycles before them at 7:45. Penny farthings and high wheelers all making their way down to Brighton. Some of our participants have really gone to town with their period dress. We've got some wonderful top hats and moustaches going on in car 239. Well done.
Car number 223. Am I right in thinking this is called Emma? What's the story?
Well, the car's an English mechanic, EM, Emma.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, is it? But I've also written down family drivers. What, has it been in the family a long time?
My mother brought the remains in 54, 5, 6, restored it herself. She drove her until the 86 run, and then I've been driving since the 91 run with a couple of something.
Fantastic. It's fairly reliable, is it? Say it quietly.
That's what she is, yeah.
Well, beautiful wooden steering wheel. Good, well, and what sort of speed do you hope to get?
25 is a nice cruising speed. She'll do 30 plus if she's in a hurry.
Yeah, well, there's a hill. There are some hills, aren't there, between here and Brighton?
Down past the pylons, you know, you has a bit of a gallop. You're nearly home by then.
And you've got 2 empty seats in the back. Do you ever pick up hitchhikers?
We did one year.
Good for you, well done.
The chap was supposed to be riding and his car had failed, so we picked him up and took him to Brighton.
Oh, well, the very best of luck. Fantastic. See you next year. There goes the famous Genevieve, leaving the start line, number 270. She knows the way to Brighton. Is this car called Camilla? Right. It was written in the book. What can you tell me about your wonderful car?
Well, actually, a friend has loaned it to us. We didn't ship over this year from the States because of some of the issues bringing them over. So this is a 1904 Model C Ford. It's owned by John Biggs. I've now driven it from Section 10. It seems to run wonderfully. So
All of 1,100 yards and no more. Wonderful, well done. Now, are you ready to navigate all the way to Brighton?
We're ready to navigate.
Remember to drive on the left.
On the left? I thought it was the right.
Anybody tell you, just follow the people in front, you can't go wrong.
Thanks.
And in the back, good morning, you're looking wonderfully warm and elegant.
Yes, thank you.
And you're recording it for posterity on your old camera.
Yes, I am, guys. This is my 9th year doing this. I've driven it twice.
Have you, by Jove? And if he starts to get a bit stroppy, you'll take over.
Come out and I'll take over. Yeah,
Quite right too. Women of the future, hooray!
thank you.
No offence, Mr. Moustache over there. I see car number 262 approaching, and I think they have a wonderful accolade to boast about. Good morning, good morning. I've written down here that you came second in the 2020 virtual run.
Absolutely, yes.
And what did that entail?
We and some friends of ours who have a 1904 Darrett, the Gregory, just behind us. We drove round some of the sites that we used in the filming of Genevieve, including going through the ford, which was dangerously deep.
Wonderful.
With the ladies pushing the cars.
Right too, yes. Yeah. I'm sure you knew your place.
Indeed, but we've remembered the wellies.
There we are, you see, we men were nothing without you lovely ladies. So thank God you're all there, nearby. Yeah. Well, that sounds a lot of fun. Yeah, diplomatic course to the world. I love your goggles, beautiful shapes.
Thank you.
And in the back, are you all ready for some adventure?
We're so excited, yeah.
Good, good. Get a lovely smile. And they sell ice cream. Apparently they're opening early today on Sunday down in Brighton. So there's champagne and ice cream waiting.
Excellent. We've had a great breakfast to start, so we'll be ready for ice cream soon.
Breakfast. Oh, I'd forgotten that. Not long now.
No, enjoy it.
Hello over there. You've got an unusual pair of goggles.
Yeah. Supplied by the host.
Brass, and you polished them. Quite right too. No wonder. Oh, you've got to go. Best of luck. Bon voyage.
If you've just joined us, the crowd thronging the street, you'll be wondering what all these wonderful old cars are doing. Well, they're heading off to Brighton, intrepidly taking that route down to Brighton to celebrate the 125th anniversary of the first Brighton run. At that point, the speed limit on Britain's roads was a mere 4 miles per hour, but in 1896, there was an Act of Parliament which abolished that and raised the speed limit to 14 miles per hour. So these cars are celebrating that first run in 1896 with our 125th anniversary now. We've got some wonderful machinery lining up at the start line. We've got a white steam car. We've got some brilliant limousines as well. See lots of polished brass available. Some of these cars will probably turn quite a good pace and catch up with some of the older machinery that left at dawn this morning.
Good morning. This is the most fabulous car. Tell me about it.
It's a 1904 40 horsepower Fiat.
Right. And I said, how many litres is under the bonnet?
7.1 litre.
7.1 litres. So what's the top speed?
60, 70 mile an hour.
Wow! Well, good luck. You're going to have some fun today.
We should get up the hills okay, I think.
Absolutely. You might need to tow some of your smaller cars. Well, it's fabulous. Have you ever been called sort of Mr. Toad?
No, not yet, but maybe today.
You have just now.
Thank you very much.
Would you richly deserved it. It's just fabulous. And who does the polishing? Not you. Oh well, somebody did. Well done. The best of luck. Car 283. If you can't find them, Brighton, there's a gear there somewhere. You pull the lever forward, it'll probably go forward. Oh, that's it. You can't find it. Good luck. Well done. Bravo.
We've got all manner of vehicles, big and small. We've just had some very large cars departing. Cars now, we're looking at some of the later machinery, 1904s. Some of them even have roofs.
Good morning. Did I read correctly this car's called Madeline?
Madeline, yes, absolutely.
Oh, what's the story behind that?
Well, she was restored by an American in about the 1960s, and this is our 10th club.
Well done. So you know the way.
Having a real mood this morning, though.
Who, the car?
Yeah.
And the driver. Oh dear, well I better lead you to it. The best of luck. Your smiles will get you all the way to Brighton.
Got some wonderful Mercedes going across the line here. Plenty of cars well laden, with lots of passengers all the way down to Brighton, leaving every 2 minutes. We're well into our 1904 cars. 1905 is the cut-off date, so anything before 1905 is eligible for the Brighton run. So we've got some wonderful machinery, all well polished with lots of brass. I think we've got Robin going over to speak to a driver here.
Good morning. Mercedes. How many litres is under the bonnet?
How many?
How big's the engine?
Is 4-cylinder, of course, yes, 45 horsepower.
45 horsepower, and I've written...
Small horses, otherwise they wouldn't have space.
Very good. You need a sense of humour on the London to Brighton. And how fast does it go?
Well, good touring up to 50 miles.
50 miles an hour. And there's no windscreen. You're brave people.
It's a very strong car and very fast car.
Wonderful.
If you think it was built in 1904, it was really a fantastic, advanced, technically advanced car.
No, Mercedes have got a very good reputation. And I can see, what did he put back? There's about 11 oilers there. How often do you need to press those?
They are automatically. I have to adjust it typically to one drop in 10 seconds.
How lovely. So all you need to do is just turn this beautiful steering wheel all the way to Brighton.
Right. We hope so.
It's easy, easy. Well done. Well, the best of luck. Starlight seems to be surrounded by smoke. So the more modern cars obviously do a lot more smoking.
Yes, it was steam to start with, and now we're moving on to the era of smoke. 1904 seems to be. And I think we're getting perhaps our last group of cars ready for the start line. And these will be some of the very latest cars, and those who've been having trouble getting going as well.
Good morning. I love the material copper, and I see you've got copper in your radiator.
I have, and I have cleaned it as well.
Beautifully clean. It's a wonderful appearance. Tell me about the car.
I've had it about 25 years. It's always got the end of Brighton. After once in about 1959. So it's got a good record. So
Wonderful. Well, it's very well maintained. Do you do all the work yourself?
no, some of it, but not all of it.
Good. You see, the ladies of the future, we need you, we need you. And you obviously have your coffee. That's the secret weapon.
I just made the new pistons anyway.
Really? Yeah. Well done. And I love your tailor. That bobble hat is very stylish. I'm going to have to get one of those. Yeah, probably knitted by the ladies. And your hat, look at that. Wonderful. Well, the best of luck. Best of luck. Good morning. What colour do you call your car? Mustard. Mustard. Does it have a name?
It does not have a name. It's 1903 Mustard Derrick.
Mustard Derrick. Well, the best of luck. I better get out of your way. Bon voyage.
And this is our last group of cars going across the start line of the 125th anniversary London to Brighton Veteran Car Run, organised by the Veteran Car Club of Great Britain. The last few cars getting a push across the line. Hopefully they'll make it all the way down the 50 or 60 miles down to Brighton for their reception down there.